So I think you know who it is. The Daisy Award winner today is Melodee. Just listen. Everybody here? Ready? Okay. All right. Over here so everybody can see. All right. Yeah. So I'm going to tell everybody about the Daisy Award quick because not everybody might know. The Daisy Award was an award that was started about 20 years ago by the family of Patrick Barnes. Patrick was a 33-year-old husband, new father, who spent 6 weeks in the hospital, unfortunately passing away from complications from ITP. And Patrick and his family were in the Seattle area, and during that 6 weeks of Patrick's last days of his life, his family was so touched by the compassion that the nurses gave to Patrick that they felt they had to do something to honor the nurses in what they thought would be the Seattle area, but it is now all across the United States and an international award. And we give only one a month, so 12 a year. And today is your day, young lady, to be the Daisy Award winner. So Linda's going to tell you why, and then I'm going to show you all the gifts that come with Daisy.
Not a good spot to read this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so this was written by a wife whose husband passed away in CCU. My husband was in an accident on August 23rd, 2018. He was brought to Mercy Medical Center, North Iowa, where he was taken care of in the ER and then up in the CCU until his death on August 24th, 2018. He received phenomenal care by every department involved. On August 24th, Melodee Ward took over his care and in turn my care as his wife. I am a nurse on 4 West, and my way of dealing with everything was by being a nurse and kind of disconnecting myself from reality. Melodee saw this and was very attentive to my needs alongside her job of caring for my husband. Melodee treated my husband with so much respect and caring, and that alone was very comforting to me. At one point, I made the comment to Melodee that it was exhausting holding everyone up, as there were around 50 people that came to the hospital to say their goodbyes to my husband. She pulled me aside and very plainly told me that today she was the nurse. I was the wife, and that I did not need to hold her up, and hugged me and let me cry. It was exactly what I needed to hear, and it meant so much to me. When it came time for me to say goodbye to my husband, Melodee made sure I had some time alone with him and was so gentle with him and with me. I know that Melodee was put in our lives that day for a reason, and I will forever be thankful for everything she did that day for Derek and for me.
You did for them, for all of your patients. Thank you so much. Well, Daisy comes with prizes. First of all, I pulled out the Kleenex because they poured the Kleenex. I didn't know if you're going to need it, but you seem to be doing okay. Oh, man. There's maybe mom needs it or no. There's a portfolio signed by the Barnes family and myself for you. There is a banner that's going to have your name up for a month. There's a daisy pin that you should wear very proudly. Somewhere in there. It's in there. I saw it last night. There it is.
The complete bottom.
Yeah. And then you have daisies, and you get this bag, and there are cinnamon rolls, probably in the break room.
Hey.
And let me tell you the story behind the cinnamon rolls. So when I know, awesome. And so when Patrick still could eat, and his dad brought in one of those great big ooey gooey cinnamon rolls, and for himself, and Patrick said, I think I'd like a bite of that, Dad, and took a bite, proceeded to eat the whole thing, and asked his dad to bring in cinnamon rolls every day for him and the nurses. So that's the story with cinnamon, but what the Barnes family wants all nurses to do is to, because often when we give the Daisy Award, nurses say, that's just what I do, that's just who I am, and the Barnes family says, you're so much more than that, and all of your families and patients think that. So they say every time nurses smell cinnamon, bake with cinnamon, or taste cinnamon, you should think about how special you are. So there's cinnamon rolls, and then I think the best award of all statue called the Healer's Touch, and this is handmade by artists in Zimbabwe for Daisy. And they're so honored to do this, to develop the statue for Daisy, because the healer is so important in their culture. And it also, with this partnership, feeds many, many families in this very poor country. So thank you. And what would you like to say?
Oh gosh, I have no idea. Well, Mandy doesn't give herself enough credit because she's probably the bravest person I've ever met. And thanks for all your secret keeping. Gosh, I should have gotten more looks. I wasn't picking up on that. Thank you very much.
Well, one more round of applause.